Hi, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Struggling Day Trader channel. The name is Hassan, and this channel is about my struggle to become a profitable day trader. I'm streaming live every market open so you guys can see my entries, exits, all that good stuff. If you want to join me on my journey, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get to it and go over these trades for the day. Wow. To be in a crazy slump and come in here on a Monday and have two home runs and a base hit, a base and a half, it's pretty crazy. Um, Man, it almost looked like it's setting up for another bounce right there, but we're not doing that. All right, so anyway, um, I came in this morning and I was late, and when I got here, the gap list was there was it was big, but there was no like dailies that like stood out that were like, all right, this is the one you should watch. Like, the big ATH gaps and stuff like that. None of that was going on. And so I kind of just, was looking over the stocks that were in play and the stocks that had a decent daily setup. Maybe not a huge gap, but one that looked like it had a high probability for a green day. And QUBT was one of them. And this didn't even have like the craziest amount of volume pre-market. But if just looking at the daily setup, like, yeah, this is a lower high right here. But it didn't get rejected on like any kind of crazy volume, and it came down and did a higher low. And then you got these like two inside days right here that are narrow range. And I thought it looked good, man. I thought it looked like it could have a decent day. And my God, it had a crazy day. And I only got like half of it. I only got like half of it, man. Like, excuse me, this is crazy. But yeah, man. So I was watching it and I was really just like cycling through the stocks that I thought were in play for today. And came across this and I liked it. I liked the pullback. It did make a new low of day, but it wasn't like crazy and it, nice volume into this low through yesterday's high, so kind of a level of support, and then this nice little resting candle inside did not make another low, and I just like this. I liked it, and so I bought it. I thought it was worth the risk. I got in at 7, risk down to like 683. And yeah, man, as soon as we started making highs, I started taking profits. I actually tried to take profit here. I don't know what was happening. My hotkeys are like putting out bracket orders or something. So I don't know. It just does it sometimes. Sometimes they work and sometimes they act weird. So I don't know. I'm still figuring that out. But I've really been, I think, doing well with taking profit on the way up. As you can see, look at all these executions, yo. Um, this was me trying to get out through high of day and then just taking it out on the way up as the volume's coming in. Survived this pullback. I had my stop at break even after these sales, so my stop's way down here under this higher low. And survive this pullback, and as we break through this high, I'm selling more and I'm moving my stop under up to this low. Let me get a little better zoom here. Yeah, so we're moving up here now. My stop's here, and I'm just walking it up, man, walking it up. And now I'm trying to survive this pullback, and I think I just keep my stop right here. And yeah, we bounce again. And so, again, once we start making new highs, I'm taking more profit. Um, and this was a pretty smooth uptrend here. So I was able to ride all the way up here and just had to take some profit after this pop up and this narrow range guy here. And at this point, I had my stop super snug, and I just wasn't willing to give back that much. And that proved to be a stingy bet because, man, that thing kept rolling a long way. And this was the low. Like, it literally stopped me out on the dip and did not go lower. It just trended up the rest of the day. So, yeah, I mean, what are you going to do, For our win, yeah, it would have been nice to be along for this ride, but I didn't have that many shares left anyway, so great trade. I can't be mad at this at all. This is a great trade. I'm just really happy with the executions, man, and just being willing to take profits on the way up and just chipping away a little bit off at a time. I mean, I ended up with 4R. Like, I've held my breath through this move just to sell it all, at right here and then miss this move, but just partialing out. I just love this take profit strategy. I love it. So yeah, this is my bag right here, man. So yeah, this worked out very well. Then the next one I jumped into was RGTI, which I also like the daily. It wasn't like again a super standout daily, but you get a strong move up, and then you hold this level here, and then we had this inside day here, and now we're gapping up. Decent. I think this is a decent setup for a big move. And so this was one I was willing to take. And off the open, it pulled down, and then we got a double bottom here, and I'm cool on the volume. This I like this volume into the low, and then almost a complete engulfing candle here, and then we pull back and retest this low again, low volume here, and I'm willing to try at this point. It feels risky, but the RR is good enough. The daily's good enough. Hot sector, all that good stuff. So I jumped in there, man. Scared money don't make no money. Um, yeah, so I jumped in, and this is a pretty good RR. Was willing to take some profit off at VWAP and moved my stop up to break even, which I got stopped out right here, but I still liked it. Like, the next candle did not break this low over here. Good volume in. Tried it again, jumped back in, stop low, risk low of day. But as soon as I got in, I did move my stop up under this candle and sold again through this high. And I really wanted to get some off high a day. I think I was having some issues with my hotkeys again. By the time I got the order in, it faded past, and I didn't want to drag my order down. So now I'm sweating, trying to survive this pullback. And alhamdulillah, thankfully, it did bounce off VWAP, and I sold into this high and into pre-market highs, and just started taking profits where I felt like it was a good time to take profit. And yeah, sold all through this big move up here. Sold a little bit more at the top there, and then finally stopped out here. And again, this was another one that stopped me out on the dip and then kept rolling. Kept rolling, man. Hey, but it be like that sometimes. But look at this crazy trade. Got my entries down here at the very bottom of the chart, and all my sales are on the top side of this chart. Like, I couldn't ask myself to do any better than this. Maybe hold a little more. But I just like securing the bag along the way. It just makes sense, leave a little but take a little, you know. And it just worked out really well on both of these trades. Now, I did take his trade off stream. This is part of my rules, no trading after the time. But like when you on fire, I was 3 for 3 at this point, and I'm just kind of poking around. I don't know why I felt like I wanted to take another trade, but I'm poking around, and I come back to SMCI and came down here to VWAP. Nice volume into VWAP, and then makes a high and comes down and retests basically double bottom at VWAP right here, and gave it a shot, man, and took some shares off back into that high, stopped to break even, and then was able to get some more off up there, and I think that was it. Yeah, then came down and stopped me out there, and came back down to VWAP. I don't even think it's made a lower low yet as far as my entry low. But just sometimes they keep going and sometimes they don't. But if you take profit along the way, you can still end up with 1.5 R on this trade. Where it could have been just a -1 R if I didn't take profit. If I was waiting for high of day, you know. But just taking profit on the way, man, that is the way. That is the way. Um, yeah. So on fire today, man. 4 for 4 today. Ended up with 9 R on the day. Like what? I had to bust this one out today, man. Oh man, was feeling real good, man. Was feeling real good. Uh, like Trey said though, I gotta do it again. Gotta come back and do it again tomorrow. I think the main thing I had going for myself today was just being patient and telling myself that I need to let some candles print to see a setup. Like I can't just try to dive in on momentum. I want to see setup. I want to see the price action, test and retest. And you just don't have enough of that after 2 candles. So I think SMCI is looking kind of viable for another move here. The 15 is looking super saucy. Um, and the fact that it didn't make another low over here is kind of cool too. Yeah, this looks like a long on the 5 too, man. What's this high? 76. So like 77. But really, you would want to get a much better entry. But the 15, yeah, it doesn't trigger till like 70, 79. So the break of that guy. But anyway, it's late in the day. I'm not getting any more trades. Um, Man, awesome day, you guys. Hit that like button for me. Yeah, man, just got to come back and do it again tomorrow. Just got to be patient and wait for my setup and just don't take this. If I just don't take things that are not like great, then I don't know. That's a little oversimplified, but if I just can just be patient for what I want to see, because when I see what I want to see, I do really well. Just got to be patient and stay away from what's not this, you know? But anyway, let me get out of here, y'all. Appreciate you for hanging out with me. We got to do it again tomorrow, y'all. Anyway, happy Green Day, 9R. Holla. Peace.